Intuitive thoughts for January 31st. I had to think about that. 2026. Don't be surprised if something really, really big happens next week. Don't be surprised. I actually wouldn't be surprised if it happens over this weekend. The energy has been thick. It made me super tired, very emotional. I walked around the gem show crying yesterday, which was awkward. I was very sensitive. I got very angry at a few things that normally wouldn't have bothered me so much. It was things like, there's like just rude people was getting to me, and I'm not that person. Like, the energy was really toxic yesterday. Spicy 2 days before that, for the 2 days before that. Now I woke up this morning and I'm a mix between heavy and anxious. So I would not be surprised if something very big happens in the next couple days. Very big. Like, I don't know. It feels big. Anyway, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong because I am very far away from home. But I'm worried. I'm going to put that out there. I also think that there's going to be something that we're going to find out that someone's be very surprised, but not surprised about someone's political affiliation. It may be female. I have a feeling that something's going to come out where someone was a certain affiliation all along and comes out and says something. Like, it's surprising. So I think that, and please remember that the things that I see, 90% of them are things that haven't happened yet. So when people send me all these videos saying, oh, I think this is what you saw, but it was days or weeks or months before I say something. Yes, sometimes things will happen and I don't know about it yet, or things are happening now and I don't know about it yet. But if it's like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, chances are good I don't think that that's it. And I also want to remind you that the reason why sometimes I see things and they come out in the form of headlines. So something might have happened like a day or two earlier and the headline doesn't come out until 2 days from now. What I see is the headline. I'm not always seeing the event happening. Sometimes I see the headline. So yeah, that's something I also want to remind you of. And I'm never going to claim something that is definitely not intuitive. I'm not going to be that person who tries to say, oh yeah, I totally saw that. It's like, I meant to do that. I'm not going to do that. I want to be honest with you because I want you guys to believe that this is real. I want you to know that there is more to this than what you see in front of you, that intuition's real, that the universe works in mysterious ways, that this is all real. So, but watch out for the energy coming up this week. It might start this weekend. There's going to be a big disclosure. I'm pretty sure it's going to be female because what I saw was female. I think that it's going to come out as something public, but a lot of people aren't going to be surprised. I do not know which side. It might actually not even be this country, to be honest. But it's going to be a big thing that has to do with a female proclaiming or announcing what side she's on. And it'll be a surprising thing. So. Oh, and one more thing. I can't believe I forgot this. I think that the thing I saw yesterday about the red outfit, I think it had to do with the files. Because last night, just before I went to bed, somebody was talking about something that they had seen in the files. And I got these feelings of familiarity, almost as if I was there. And I bet you that's part of that. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something in the files that talks about red lingerie and talks about a woman being accused of being crazy, of infidelity, of that whole thing. I think is in the files. I'm pretty sure. So if you guys hear anybody talk about that, I'd love to know. I'd love to know. But there you go.